Hey, what's up guys, welcome back, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at one of my all-time favorite iOS games. Now this is kind of an old one here, and there are two versions, there's a paid and a free version. We'll get into the differences between those later, but we're going to be looking at the paid version for right now. So if we launch on into it, on the main page here you'll see you got a lot of stuff going on. Most of it fairly useless. There's, your Game Center button up at the top here that you can push, and that basically just opens Game Center there, and you can see your top scores. You can see the settings down at the bottom here, and that just gets you to your basic settings. Controls is something you might want to mess around with. You can switch it between like steering wheels, tilt controls, slide controls, stuff like that. You can turn on and off weather, vibrations, stuff of that nature, but pretty basic. And then there's your two basic game modes. There's multiplayer and play, and we'll get into both of those right now. So if we go into the play screen here, you'll see you have hundreds of levels, in fact 300 of them. Now some of them you will unlock just by advancing through, others like these you'll have to unlock by either paying 99 cents, or you can just watch a simple 30-second video ad and it will unlock it that way for you. So if we launch in here, you'll see it's pretty basic. You have your controls. Right now I have it set to tilt controls, and then a slider over here for the acceleration, which I like because you can control the speed a lot easier. Up at the top, these are how many times you're allowed to hit something before you fail the level. And you'll see up at the top corner there, on the top left, you'll see where you have your coins, so you can see how many coins you've collected. And you also have a horn for some ungodly reason. So you can basically accelerate, and we can tilt and try to make it through the obstacles. Now, this particular one, you're trying to make it through checkpoints. Most of them you'll be parking vehicles, as you would expect by the name. And it's a little hard to show you the gameplay here because of the tilt controls. But as you see, when you hit something, you do lose lives, as you can see like that. So you have to try to avoid hitting things, obviously. So if we go back here to one of the first levels, you'll see more what the parking is like. You basically just turn to drive through. You'll see there's city streets. There's all sorts of different environments, all sorts of different cars, all of which have different speed and handling characteristics, and you basically just have to park them in these spots. Now, the early levels will just be one car. Later on, you'll get many different cars in one level that you'll all have to park to complete the level. Now, you will get a score at the end, and that's based on how many things you hit, how long it takes you to do it, how many coins you collect, stuff like that. So now, as you can see in multiplayer, it's a pretty simple idea. Now, this is a fairly new feature, so I haven't messed around with this a whole lot, but it basically matches you up with a person, and then you race against their ghost to get to the finish faster. So as you can see, there's a ghost car there that is his, and I basically have to race through the level and try to beat him to the finish. So you gotta maneuver through stuff, and it's basically just like the regular game, just it gives you some multiplayer competition. Again, it's kind of hard to hold this in front of the camera. As you can see, the trucks will actually move if you run into them hard enough. And no! Oh yeah. Champion. Total champion. So today's video is the first of many videos to come where I will be checking out the performance on older devices. Now this is my iPhone 5S, and as you can see, this runs perfectly fine on this device. Now I'll be doing this with all future games and app reviews because I know a lot of people aren't as fortunate as myself to have new devices, so it is very important to see how they run on older hardware. So basically, there are dozens and dozens of parking games on the App Store, and this is by far my favorite one I have played. Just the art style is very nice, the mechanics work very well, and it's a pretty basic design, but with a lot of variation in cars and level design. Really, really nice. I would give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Definitely recommend you download it if you're looking for something entertaining to play. And again, been out for a while, so it's not like it's going anywhere. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing. I post new videos every single Sunday, so I definitely like to see you back next week. But until then,